Hey, welcome to BSB TV. Today I've got with us Michael. Now I always struggle with your surname, Michael. Quartel. Am I close?
Quartel. You're close, Kevin.
Excellent.
Yeah, close enough.
If I said it with a South African accent, I would have nailed it. Now, so you're from One KPI. Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you came to be One KPI.
Yes, thanks, Gavin. Well, I could give you a very long story, but the short of it is I've started my career pretty much in reverse. I started out of school with a large software firm that was into business intelligence and performance measurement. And I got in finance, and my career took off with the growth of the company. So at 28, I found myself in a boardroom as finance director. I've ended up working in over 30 countries. And I was working with the world's largest corporations, with their CFOs and CEOs, on how to simplify their reporting, essentially, which is the way that they measure success. Now, I've ended that career in my late 30s and had different priorities in life. So I had a different purpose. I started a family and had children. So the only thing I could do was to move to Noosa and spend some time with the family on the beach. And that's where One KPI was really born, when I was pedal surfing at 5 a.m. In terms of finding a purpose of how I could better serve people. And I think it's exciting now for me to work with small businesses, because the large ones are just too hard to deal with. They're like super tankers that need kilometers to small business can pivot. So what I've done is I've essentially, everything I've learned over my 15-year career with Cognos, which is now part of IBM, I've simplified it into a version that can be implemented, in a day, and that's sort of how One KPI was born. So it's really about simplifying business by changing the way we measure success and creating a harmony, of all the aspects of business.
That was a really long answer to a short question, but hey, let's go with that. So now, the beauty is that big business actually produce almost $2 per man hour of output to what a small business does. Okay, and so if a small business can harness their energy better to operate a little bit more like a big business, then their productivity will go up. And using your One KPI methodology can absolutely help us do that.
Exactly. So there's a concept which big business uses of the balanced scorecard. And that's essentially what it is, to create a harmony of winning conditions within a small business, to essentially exponentially grow and improve all the aspects of that business. So over these, what you see on the screen here is a simplified version of a dartboard, where we make the bullseye so big that you cannot miss it. And what we do essentially, we work with a business, is do a mini quick 5-star review across these 5 aspects of their business. And we help people then to really do a quick SWOT analysis of their strengths and their weaknesses. And then we can have an intelligent discussion about what we need to amplify, whether it's making the strengths even stronger or covering some of these weaknesses, perhaps by outsourcing them. So a really simple way of first analyzing performance so that we can make informed decisions on how to improve it.
Fantastic. Now, and that's what I love about this, is the simplification of absolutely everything, so that you're focused on creating the conditions to help you win, as you put it, is cultivating, having a culture of winning conditions.
Exactly. So I've seen this used in large corporations, and it takes years to get this right. But at the end of the day, by focusing on the balance of the aspects, we bring people together, so we can move from a management and control situation to a leadership and let go situation where everybody's somewhat more equal than in a traditional hierarchy. And it cuts cost, it saves time, and it reduces stress. And that's to simplify this model hasn't come easy in a way. It's taken me 10 years to really figure it out and apply it myself. And it works in other areas as well. You can do this for your personal health, for instance, and realize improvements there in very simple steps.
So really, next week, what you're going to be talking about is helping people break down the complexity to create simple processes and simple reporting within their business to help them run a more simple business that is more effective.
Exactly. It's sort of like an internal alignment with the highest purpose that the business has, or the people in the business have and share together. It's about shared beliefs. That's how you create a culture. And then you can make informed values, you can have the values that you share, and then make informed decisions about the choices you have to make for the future. So what we see, a lot of the measuring of success is done with KPIs, and big businesses have hundreds and thousands of them sometimes. I've seen board reports of 50 pages that don't tell you how the business is running. So by doing this in a very simple way, it's a very quick way to keep a daily snapshot on where we're going and that we're all doing it as a team. And we're creating that real harmony that everybody believes is part of the greater success. And the greater success is best identified with the highest purpose of that business. And that's different for every single business owner. And any small business can be the next Amazon if they really wanted to, because that's been done before, so that can be replicated. There's a simple formula to reverse engineer something like that.
Absolutely. Look, thank you very much for that. So, look, I'm really looking forward to your workshop next week because, running something like Business Small Business, we can overcomplicate sometimes the simplest things, and and just cutting through the noise to get down to, okay, what are we really trying to achieve, and taking on those four elements of the customer, of profits, of the people, and also the processes to do that. Absolutely can cut through the noise and help you become a lot more effective, a lot faster, reducing the stress while producing that income that you really absolutely need.
Yeah, that's spot on, Kevin. It's really about having the confidence in the inevitability of your success as a business, and you can't do that alone. Trust me, I've made all the mistakes in the book over my career, and I don't want anyone else to make the same mistakes again, because that would be silly.
Oh, look, I'd like to compare our books because I reckon I've made my fair share as well. Look, thank you very much for your time tomorrow. Your workshop is next week. Is it next Tuesday? I forget. We'll post in the stream below.
I think it is, yeah.
Workshop is. I look forward to speaking to you. Michael, I look forward to having a chat with you more about that. And we'll chat straight after this. Thanks, guys. Bye now.
Excellent. Bye.